It is Oracle 684 back here. I'm going to tell you how I got into Supergirl. This was a very, very long time ago. Of course, I got these laid out here. I was just a youngster. I mean, growing up around 4 or 5 years old, more being a 5-year-old. And I first got introduced to Supergirl was with the 1984 film with Helen Slater. Of course, that being 1984, that was the year I was born, so that tells you how old I am. But, anyways, for the movie being itself, it didn't do too good in the theater. It was originally supposed to be just like the Superman movies of Christopher Reeves. There was going to be like I would say, a saga or a franchise, as to speak. But it didn't do too well. And about 32, I think it's been 32 years exact since this movie came out, we get the Supergirl TV show, which is awesome. It's going to be coming back on air pretty soon. They took a break from season 3, and they'll be starting back up. But how I got introduced was with the Helen Slater Supergirl. I mean, the movie was great. Of course, it being an 84 film with some of the special effects and stuff, it was kind of iffy. Some of the stuff people had said it was kind of corny, but I think Helen Slater pulled it off to me. It really wasn't something that people would say it was spectacular, but to me it was. First time actually having a female superhero of the DC comics to have her own movie that went to actually theaters, which is pretty badass. This is long before Wonder Woman came out in theaters, guys. And then 32 years, I think it's been 32 years later, we get Melissa Benoist as Supergirl on the TV show, and I love the TV show. Very, very awesome incarnation of Supergirl there. Of course, it's on the CW, and originally did start on CBS. Of course, the whole trend of the CW DC shows, everybody's got teams. You got Team Supergirl, Team Arrow, or Team Green Arrow, Team Flash. I don't know what they're going to call Black Lightning, if it's going to be called Team Black Lightning. Then you got the Legends. But yeah, the Helen Slater Supergirl was my introduction to Supergirl. Love the character, guys. Cannot go wrong with Supergirl at all. She is not my number one. Batgirl is. But she is, I can probably, if I wanted to, I'd probably have her as my number one too. I can have two number ones, but she's my number 2 pick. Supergirl is my favorite, and then the third one is Wonder Woman. Since I'm using this on my smartphone, I'm going to go ahead, and this might be a two-part video. I think I can only take 16-minute videos on this phone, so we'll see how well it goes. But I'm going to show you some cool stuff here. I'm going to have to lay the phone down here so you see a black screen for a minute. Alright. Let me go ahead and put these away. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you. These are my graphic novels. You've seen them in my graphic novel collection. I got a couple of them there. I got a couple single issues back in the old heydays. But here we go. We got the run that Joe Kelly started. I got the fourth volume of this run, which I haven't read yet. I read the first 3 volumes. Excellent run, awesome run. I love this costume. She's got the blue skirt. Of course, the upper part of her costume, it's basically a two-piece instead of, I think it's originally a one-piece. Her stomach shows, which I'm pretty sure everybody has seen it. Let me see if I can give you a better shot of what we're talking about. Like right there. I would love to see Melissa Benoist wear something like that in the TV show if they ever give Supergirl a new costume. That would be be pretty badass. We did get a little bit of a tease of it when they were coming up with her costume in season 1. Cousin of Superman, same powers. Now, there's been speculation that I've read on that it goes throughout the internet and stuff that she's actually more powerful than Superman. A real neat story here, going off of the graphic novels. I used to work as a kitchen server at a school district in last year and stuff. I worked there, and a couple of kids would come in with like their Superman logo T-shirts on, and I'd asked one of them, "Are you a fan? Do you ever watch the Supergirl TV show?" Well, and he just shook his head, and I'm like, there's something wrong with being a fan of female superheroes, with you being a male, you know. I'm a male. I mean, I got a whole bunch of female superheroes, and they're all DC. To me, women are equally as strong as men. That's the way I see it. I mean, they can do the same thing as us men can do. So there shouldn't be any type of form of discrimination or anything like that, or, you know, where you have kids, you know, basically going ahead and saying, you know, oh, I got beat by a girl in a video game. This is embarrassing. You know, it's not embarrassing. You know, I got a coworker I work with. She's a female, very, very, you know, cool person, and I'll tell you right now, I do got PlayStation Network, and my PlayStation Network name is Supergirl Fan 8859 for those of you who wanna look me up on PlayStation Network and maybe we have the same game, we can play it online together or something. But that shows you right there, I'm pretty much a huge fan of the character, even though she's my number 2. Great run, great art. I love the cover for this one. It's pretty cool right there. That was pretty. I'm going to tell you something about this one. I read this graphic novel in one day, volume 3 in one day. I just sat here one day, it was when I was off work, and just read through it like it was nothing. Great read. And this is the volume I'm talking about. I just recently got this on the day it came out. I had it pre-ordered on Amazon, and I haven't read it yet. But I'm eventually going to try to get into a lot of it because I've been so busy with working, and of course I've gotten back into a little bit of the gaming scene as well. As you see in my YouTube videos, I just did a video on DOA 5 of Kasumi, which is was pretty fun. But yeah, this run here that Joe Kelly started, to me, is by far my favorite. I just started the Peter David run, the first volume I read. I haven't read volumes 2 or 3. There's volume 4 that is coming to come out, and I'm gonna get it. But this one, like I was telling you, I did a show off in a previous video before. This is probably my review on it for a second look. This one is Linda Danvers gets shot. She's about to die, and Matrix, who is the protoplasm copy or carbon copy of Supergirl, fuses herself together with Linda Danvers, saves her life. So basically, they're two people in one. So what that would mean is it's almost like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or what you could say from Marvel's Bruce Banner, Incredible Hulk type thing. Except it's not I don't think it's the anger that brings her out. She just magically just, you know, turns into Supergirl, which I haven't. Like I said, guys, I've been so busy with, you know, work and stuff like that. I haven't really had time to read a lot of the stuff. However, you know, I've read all the first 2 volumes of the Joe Kelly run that he started. But I do got some really cool stuff here. I did get a copy years ago of the first volume of the New 52 run of Supergirl. Read half of it. Really wasn't too impressed. I'm not really impressed with the costume. I do like the whole one-piece like swimsuit style that they went with. It's pretty neat. As you know, in the current TV show, Rain is the main villain, and they do got Rain in here. and from the TV show, they didn't do Rain as well, like this. She looks like an alien in this New 52 line. I really think they would. I really wish they would have done something like that instead of having her just look like a normal human being, which possesses. I forgot the character's name on Supergirl, but I just thought that was kind of BS if you ask me. And then later on in the I think it's like the fifth or sixth volume, at the end of this run, she becomes a Red Lantern. Supergirl does, and I'm like, I don't think I really want to continue on with that. So I did get off these on eBay. This is a I'm trying to think here, 4-issue miniseries. And this is done by Stern, Brigman, and Goosey, I think. I don't know how to say his name. I know I messed it up. I'm sorry I messed that up. But yeah, I read some of these. I mean, they're pretty good. I do like that retro, style of the blue top with the red skirt. That is more Supergirl-like, which is, pretty awesome. And this is pretty much my favorite cover. It's the Supergirls, as you can see. It's a pretty cool one right there, too. That's pretty unique style for. Like I said, I got these off eBay, so you gotta be careful when you order stuff on eBay, because I have bought a poster at one time and it got lost in the mail, and I was going to use it for a convention so I can have it autographed, and it finally came, but in the nick of time, barely. But yeah, that is a pretty neat cover. And then you got the other showcase one, which is pretty unique too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, flip these over. But yeah, guys, just on a side note, I only read like one issue online. Well, you have YouTubers that upload digital or upload comics online. I read some of the first issue of, or actually the first issue of Supergirl Rebirth. Come to find out a couple weeks ago that they're canceling the Supergirl Rebirth run, and then they're canceling out Batgirl and the Birds of Prey run, which is, pretty sad. What can you do? I mean, I don't know how many more ideas that they can throw out with these characters, to be honest with you, or how many relaunches that they can really do, because they're going to run out of ideas probably with telling stories. But there's always room for like film, TV shows, and stuff like that. But we'll just have to wait and see what they're going to come up next after the Rebirth line. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I know I did. I don't got any figurines or anything of Supergirl. I'm strictly going to be going on Batgirl stuff, which that is the most I got on the character. I got I think 16 pieces in my Batgirl figure mini statue collection. And that's, that's pretty much it. This is, Oracle 684 out here. This has been a really hyped up Supergirl fanatic night, and hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm on vacation starting this Monday, which is March 5th through the 9th. So I'm going to enjoy the whole entire week, no work, and probably get some of this Peter David Volume 2 Supergirl run, which I intend on doing. So you guys take care, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Bye-bye.